All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man. Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday, man. I want to talk about the fact that I want to look at. I got this scenario, and now I got to be honest. I read this somewhere. It came across me, I think maybe a couple days ago, and I've been contemplating it and thinking about it, and it's starting to pick up a little steam. So I want to talk about it. The fact that, now that we know James Harden is off the market, he's gone on to his dream destination, going on into Brooklyn with him and KD and the ghost of Kyrie and all of that right now. So, but it's one person that I want the Toronto Raptors to go all in on. Bradley Beal. If there's now I'm not saying he won't out. There's no rumors he's won't out. There've been talks about him being traded or a lot going on there, but I really like this one, man. So I'm gonna read this article. Because they do have them in there. And then I'm gonna talk about it. Okay, so sitting at 2-8, the Toronto Raptors be a piece or two away from being true title contender. For a while, it seemed as though James Harden could be the missing piece. If Toronto really wanted to contend this year, maybe they pony up the asking price for Houston. But we all know this was actually done before the Harden trade. Unlike Harden, Beal has not expressed any frustration with Washington. Instead, he's languished away, averaging leading 34.9 points a game as the Wizards are 3-8. The Washington Wizards is a team slightly between eras, not quite out of the John Wall Beal era, but which has become the Russell Westbrook Beal era, but not quite into the new competitive window built around rookie Avedija, whoever, and the now injured 23-year-old Thomas Bryant. Instead, the time is right for the star and franchise to part ways. With so many teams believing they can win a title in 2021, a trade makes sense. The most likely suitors are the Golden State Warriors, Miami, Brooklyn, Denver, Philly, and Toronto. A week or two ago, it might have made sense for Toronto to try and shake things up by adding another offensive explosive player. But it's been their offense, after all, that's been the biggest contributor to their 2-8 start. But now the Raptors seem to be on the verge of heading into another direction. So they sum all this up, right? And this article get pretty lengthy here. I don't want to just keep reading to you guys, But they pretty much said that there's definitely a need for Toronto to make a move. And when you look at it, you can see it. They say the trade would be centered around OG Anunoby, Malachi Flynn, and some picks. The question is, now I want to know, would you guys do that trade? Would you give up? I like Malachi Flynn. OG Anunoby, Malachi Flynn, and some picks to get Bradley Beal. To me, I would do it. At this point, I would, and only because they don't seem to be using Flynn anyway. It's not that I don't like Flynn, but hey, if he can go somewhere and get a chance to really play, because I think the guy got it. Maybe he's a rookie. Maybe I'm not with him every day. I don't see him play every day. But I will say that for Bradley Beal is a bona fide bucket getter. And he can create his own shot. He can put up points. And I just think that, especially toward the end of games, and I don't know where this come from, first of all right? I don't know where this come from, because this is not who the Raptors have been historically. But for some reason, lately, and just pretty much this season, it feels like when they're in these games, and then when it come time to close them, it just the lead just slips, and it almost seems as though it's some type of nerves, right? Like you remember the one game, if you guys follow the channel, I was watching this one Raptors game, and at the end of that game, it felt like it was just like careless turnovers, like Lowry was fumbling the ball away. It was just weird, man. So if you add a person like Bradley Beal, then you're gonna, and in this trade scenario with Malachi Flynn, OG, you still keep Fred, you still keep Pascal, but you add up somebody like Bradley Beal who can literally get you some some buckets at the end of a game. I think that it can ramp up the intensity. I really, it's actually really startling me. Hold on a second. It's actually really, sorry about that. It's actually really startling me that this is happening because it's not a pattern. It's not something you've seen prior to this. It's not something that really you could say happened before. With the just late game collapse. Like I said in the previous video, I do think Pascal Siakam is a great player. I think he just got to work on getting his move, so he can make get that finishing. He gonna take the last shot of the game. He got to know his spot. With Bradley Beal, Bradley Beal is a guy, and he's not a guy that's gonna ruffle feathers. He's gonna come in. He's gonna play well. He's a uplifting guy. I've never heard him complain. I've never heard him complain, and Washington has been not good for a while. Let's just be honest here. And I've never heard him complain about it. Maybe I missed it. Now, if I did, I apologize. But I don't remember hearing him complain about it. So if he's balling, playing well, putting up numbers, the team still, maybe it's time for a move. Maybe it's just time for them to move on from him. And I think if I'm Toronto, I'm going all in. I'm just being honest. I'm going all in on Bill because I think he fits the mold. He's not going to come in and try to be the guy and dominate the ball. He's not going to come in and demand to be treated a certain way. He's not going to come in and not get along with guys, not get along with players. He's going to come in to be a contributor, a positive member of the team. He just he don't make you believe that he's going to do anything other but be a great player. And so if I'm Toronto, I'm on the phone with him. Hey, is there anything? Now, if it's not a trade, cool. But if anything we got that we can put this package together to get Bradley Beal over here, because we got to be honest here with the Harden to Nets thing. They're clear favorites in the East, so you're gonna have to run up against them. Now we don't know who's gonna be there. We don't know what Kyrie decided to do when he come out of La La Land. That's 100% on him. But I will say that for Toronto to come out of the East, because that's the ultimate goal. I know it's a long shot now, but for them to come out of the East and at least be competitive, not only now but for years to come, they're gonna have to make some moves. So let me know in the comments, man. Should they go all in for Bradley Beal, or should they just figure out what they got, play the course, continue to see how I look at the end of the year? With that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, you guys be good.